Nour Nation, what's going on? I'm Nour Solomon and I'm back, and I apologize for the week break, but at the end of the day, I had to get some things done and I did. So I'm excited to go ahead and let you guys know MasterMind, the book, is now in stores on Amazon right now. It's on ebook right now, so you can go ahead and download it and check it out. But the paperback version will be available on Amazon within the next 72 hours. So I'm very excited. I'm very blessed, very grateful. Just another example of me manifesting, my ideas and my thoughts into reality. The book itself was just a thought 4 to 5 months ago, and it's manifested into being real. The book should be on its way to me within the next 3 or 4 days, and I'll go ahead and show you the cover and everything and show you exactly what it looks like when it's tangible. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's here. We got the clothing, the MasterMind apparel. We got the book now, and we got the website. Make sure you check out www.NourSolomon.com. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you ring that bell, because now the new material on YouTube is going to be coming back to back to back to back. And I don't want you guys to miss it. Anyway, today we're talking about something that has been on my mind for the past week, and it's been bugging the hell out of me. And that is wasting our time. What about to tell you that you're wasting your time? What would you think? How would you respond to it? This is exactly what 95% of us is doing on a day-to-day basis. One reason, we're not productive. We're not productive enough. And the second reason, we don't plan a lot. As a whole, humanity doesn't like to plan too much, especially, in the country that I live in. We're in a fast-paced society, and it's a now type society, and everybody pretty much is just on the go, really without any time to think and have introspect. You know what I mean? So when they're planning, it's very vague. And maybe I'm speaking for just myself. Let me know if I'm speaking for just myself, but that's how I feel, especially people that I interact with on a day-to-day basis. It's just that, we're not big planners in this society anymore. And third, it is the structure that we live in. And that is the biggest key point to why you're wasting your time. Let me delve into it. The structure itself, okay? Time is constructed by man. It's broken down into 24 hours. Now, the average human being in America works a 9 to 5. 9 to 5, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. is 8 hours. That's 8 hours of your day that's gone. That's a third of your day that's gone. Now, people like me, I work a little bit longer than 9 to 5. So let's say you work the 9 to 6s, 9 to 7s, 9 to 8s. You're talking about literally 8 to 11 hours a day that's gone just from the job you do, right? Now, let's just keep it at the 8 hours for the average Joe that does the 9 to 5, right? That's 8 hours out the day. When you sleep and you rest and get rest for your body, they say the average adult needs to sleep between 6 to 8 hours. Me personally, I think 6 to 7 is good for me, but sometimes I maximize, I go to 8, sometimes I go 9, just depending on the day and how it's actually been. And also over the week, if I'm exhausted, obviously, you sleep a little bit longer. But let's just say, just for averaging purposes, that you're getting 8 hours of sleep. So that's 8 hours that you're working, okay? 8 hours of sleep. That's 2/3 of your day or your life gone throughout that particular day. So what does that leave you? That leaves you at 8 hours to, depending on what your chores are at home, cook, clean, deal with relationships, your loved ones, your spouse. Maybe put some effort into exercising to take care of your body. Maybe go and do something that's dealing with your passion, something that you like to do, and then you got the other stuff, preparing yourself for tomorrow to go do it all over again, showering, bathing, resting before you rest, just going down, laying down, winding down, watching TV, just kind of getting your mind off of everything around you. You're talking about that's an extra 2 or 3 hours itself. So you're trying to crunch all these things. And that's if you work a 9 to 5. If you work later, you have less time. So if you work 11-hour shifts, then hey, you're talking about 5 hours that you got to do all these different things. Do your kids home, help your kids with their homework, you know, just regular everyday stuff. You only have a third of all the time to crunch everything else in there. And when you're working, what exactly are you doing? You're literally helping build and catapult somebody else's dreams on a day-to-day basis. You go in, you working just to get a little check, really just to get by most times, and you're building somebody else's dream in the meantime. Then you're spending the other third going and sleeping just to rest, to prepare for the next day, to continue to build that other person's dream. Now, if you're happy with your job and you don't mind doing that, some people are actually here on this earth, in this realm, to serve others. Now, we're all here to serve, I believe, through our passions, but some people are here to serve and help others with their passions. It's a very small amount of people, I believe, because I think everybody has a particular ability that they could give to the world. It's just a matter if you tap into that desire and that passion and actually exhibit it to give to society. But that's a whole nother story. At the end of the day, this is somebody else's vision. You know, if you work at Food Line, hell, whoever owns Food Line, that is their vision. If you own if you work at a McDonald's, okay, you're working for the people that own the particular McDonald's because it's a franchise store. Okay, so you're building their vision. They have a vision of building wealth and building a bunch of different McDonald's around, you know, the state. Then you're helping build and shape that vision for somebody else. And then you go home, you eat, you nourish your body, you go and take a shower, you clean your body, all to prepare for tomorrow to do the same thing of somebody else's vision. That's why, and that's how 95% of you guys are wasting your time, including me. So the main thing that we all should work towards is finding a way to shift that paradigm, which should actually be the goal for everybody in life. And shifting the paradigm allows that 8 to 11 hours that you're working for somebody else to help build their dream into creating a job that is building upon your dreams, your passions, your desires, your realities. We're all here to help everybody. We're all here to help each other. But the problem begins when you start to stay and get comfortable within that dynamic, that particular structure where it's okay to work 20 to 40 years building somebody else's dream. Now, if you need to put your time in and pay your dues to society by helping assist somebody in their dream as well and put your, 10, 15 years in, then hey, that makes some sense at least. That makes a little bit more sense than retiring without ever doing nothing for yourself. That makes sense because you would expect somebody to help build your dream. So when you create your own business and get your employees and everything else, they're going to be doing the same exact thing. So it only makes sense to have balance by doing that for somebody else because you're going to expect somebody to do it for you in the long run. But when you begin to think that that's the only way and that's the only thing you should be doing in life is working under or within somebody else's dream and help build it, and you live your entire life that way, you're wasting your time. That's a problem. Think about the work dynamic. At age 18, sometimes some people start working earlier. You begin working. Now, the average retirement age is around 65. 18 to 65, you're working, building somebody else's dream. I don't even know what the average life expectancy of a male or a woman in America is? Matter of fact, let's take a little quick thing. Let's check this out real quick. I don't have Siri because I got Samsung. So I'm just gonna type it in. I'm gonna Google it. Average life expectancy for US male. 78 years old, 78.69. So you round that up, that's 79 years old. So retirement age being at 65, 66, whatever it is, right? You have literally 11 to 12 years of just enjoying yourself, your life, and trying to build on your passion after retirement. But you spend the majority of your life building somebody else's dream. That ain't right. That don't make sense. This is where you realize that you're wasting your time. This is where you realize that something has to change within yourself. And if nobody has ever told you, I'm here to tell you, you're wasting your time. Do what you need to do. Pay your dues because you need somebody to pay their dues for you. But pay your dues, but have a plan. Find out what you enjoy, what you're passionate about. And while you're working within this society structure, build a plan in order to create a new paradigm and a new structure for yourself. That's what life is all about. Advancing. Stagnation is not good for the spirit. It's not good for your soul. If you're not consistently evolving and consistently changing and moving and making things happen and shifting everything, then the complacency will be a killer to your soul. And that's what we need in society to understand, is that it will kill you. Your soul is way more precious than your body. It will kill you to become complacent. It will kill you to not pursue your desires and your passion for life, what you love to do, and to find a way to create a business structure and to become lucrative from doing something you love. If you don't figure out a way to do that in life, I don't know how you'll be actually living. I think the best way to live and the best way to be a good Samaritan and a good person and a good addition to society is to provide a service doing something you love, because it will be pure and it will be helpful and it will lift others to become their better versions as well. So I challenge everybody to really dig deep inside. Spend time with yourself, talk to yourself, have some introspect, figure out what you love to do, figure out what you have passion for. And that's what my new book is really about, is how to change your passions and desires into a job, into a business structure to create a living for yourself. And that is how you can actually become happy in this life. And I'm talking about a happiness in abundance, because you're living out of love. You're providing and serving others out of love. Full love. You might love what you do, but if it's helping build somebody else's dream, it never can be 100%, I don't believe. Maybe you might think so, and maybe it is. Let me know if you think different. But if it's something that you create from within yourself, I can only believe that it has to be a little bit more, a little inkling of more passion and desire behind it, because it's nothing but you. Do you, be yourself, drive yourself, challenge yourself, and continually evolve. And make sure you take care of your spirit. Do what you love. Do what you're passionate about. And be a service to others and be a service to yourself. I'm Nour Solomon from We're MasterMinds. and I believe in you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go get my new book. And like I said, man, just figure out what you want to do in life. Just go ahead and put a plan to it. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you love, put a plan to it and make it happen. Peace and light.